Welcome to the Purple Stars podcast. My name is Sarah. I'm your host, and we're so excited to be back with our show. It's the first episode of 2024. Happy New Year to you and your family. We hope you could recharge your batteries a little bit, could spend some quality time together, and also had some downtime to really get geared up for 2024. So, as you know, we took some time off as well, but we did not stop thinking about what inspiration we could bring you in 2024. So for the first episode, I was thinking that you probably have been already immersed in a lot of videos and articles and podcasts about New Year resolutions, healthy habits, new routines, and being the best version of yourself. And that's why I was thinking I'm going to talk about one pillar that I personally believe is one of the most important, if not the most important pillar for this year and any year that's going to come up. The pillar that is essential for anything you want, whether it is feeling comfortable within your own skin, being healthy, leveling up your fitness, having a healthier diet, having more fulfilling relationships, scaling your business, taking that leap of faith, or writing the book that you have been dreaming about all the time. What I'm talking about is your mindset. The quality of our thoughts really determines the quality of our life. And it is something you can practice. I know I hear a lot of people saying, especially with clients that start with me, oh, it's easy for you. You are a coach. You have been trained in this and you have been practicing this a lot. And yes, it is true. The more we practice, the easier it is to have thoughts that are fighting for us rather than against us. But here's the good news. It's something we can practice. It is a muscle. So let me tell you a little bit about it. If our mindset is beneficial for us or not is very much determined like how it makes us feel. And that's basically in a nutshell. So if you have thoughts that make you feel scared or deflated, unmotivated, and like just, like holds you back, your mindset really can benefit from a level up and from a little boost. Don't worry, this little boost you will get in this episode. And we want to get you to a mindset that lifts you up, that feels you inspired and excited and pumped, and where you really feel it gives you strength and the confidence that you need to live the life and create the life that you have been dreaming about and the life you want. One of my favorite mantras is life is my friend. Yes, life is also your friend. And I know a lot of people always say, yeah, but how can I believe life is my friend if things are not going well, if this and that is happening, if my relationship is falling apart, if I'm not happy at work, if, I don't know how to pay the bills next month. Well, with this mantra, life is my friend, I am not implying that life is always great and that everything is just sunny and love and magic. I mean with that if we experience something difficult, life is equipping us and is getting us the tools and the knowledge and the people and the strength that we need to face the difficulty. And it sometimes might take a little bit of time to build it and to also understand how we can then get through it. But life has our back and it will give us the tools. It will give us the solutions to get even stronger throughout the difficult times in life. And also what I mean by that is if things are not going accordingly to our plan, which is in most cases, what's happening, we can always choose to be happy, to be grateful, and to see the good. Let me give you a few examples. A good example that probably a lot of you know Let's say you start the day with not hearing your alarm, so you are late for work. You're running around, you're trying to find your car keys, you're getting like the coffee to go from your machine. You spill the coffee on your outfit. Okay, two options. Option A is you jump on inside the downward spiral and let the entire day be determined by that start. Option B is you remember life is your friend and that the rest of the day can be good, and it will be good because you choose to. And another thing is you're stuck in traffic, you're late for the meeting. And that really sucks. And I know a lot of us get angry and frustrated at everyone around us. So option A is, as I said, getting angry and frustrated. Option B is saying, okay, there's nothing I can do about it right now. I'm going to let the people I have the meeting with that I'm running a little bit late. And I'm going to use the time to mentally prepare myself for the meeting, or to listen to my favorite podcast, or to listen to music that helps me to feel calm and confident. And I also know when it comes to situations that are not on a day-to-day basis, it can be really difficult to believe and also to feel that life is our friend. When my grandmother died of cancer, especially in the first weeks after her death, it was really difficult for me to see and to feel that life is my friend. I felt so devastated and sad and heartbroken on all levels. I had bronchitis. I didn't have the energy and motivation. I was just so sad. I couldn't smile. And I remember sitting there and just keep reminding myself that even if right now I cannot see or feel that life is my friend, I'm open to seeing it in the future. And I know whenever I'm open to it, one day life will present that one moment when I smile again. That one stranger smiling at me where it resonates with me. Or me feeling again happy when I eat one of my favorite meals that my grandmother cooked for me, that I have it and actually am grateful. And I know it takes time, especially when it's with grief or when it's something that, with a lot of athletes, for example, when they have injuries and it might even end their careers. It's something that is so difficult to see. How can I ever see and believe that life is my friend when this injury ended my career of something that I so deeply love or something that is my identity? I have clients where it changed their trajectory, but it also redirected them to being an author, to being a keynote speaker, and where they could impact so many other people, where their experience and their hardship could lift others up. And that filled them with tremendous, tremendous joy and also meaning. So I also want to share a little story with you where a dog is involved. So on the 31st of January, my friends and I, we went on a hike. And at the end of the hike, there was this beautiful waterfall. So we basically went all the hike just for the waterfall. And once we ended up there were two women from Korea. And it was a mother and a daughter. And I would say the daughter was around 35 years old and also had a very sweet little dog. And her mom slipped. And I just feel so bad telling the story again. Like she fell. Like, let me restart actually. So that lady came from Korea, seeing her daughter who's living in LA, and they went on the hike. She fell and couldn't move anymore. So we weren't sure whether she had broken her ankle or maybe strained it, but either way, she couldn't walk. And I walked up to both of the women and I said, is there anything we can do? And the problem was there was no phone reception. So we couldn't even call 911. So my friends and I came up with the idea that we're going to, that they stay where they are and we're going to walk down the trail till we have a reception again. We call 911 and tell them that those two ladies are close to the waterfall so they can basically pick them up. And the Korean mom who slipped couldn't speak a word English, but her daughter fortunately could. And she said, yes, that would be amazing. Could you please also take my dog? Because if a helicopter is coming, we can't take the dog in the helicopter. And I said, okay. Thinking, oh my God, like there's a stranger giving me her dog, but okay, probably will be fine. And she said, my dog is called Wendy. And at the end of the trail, there is a silver car. My dad is sitting in the car and you just give him my dog. So we took Wendy. She was so scared in the beginning. She probably thought she's never going to see her mom again. And she started crying. So we just tried to comfort her as much as we could. And at the end of the trail, there was the car. We knocked on the door. And the father of the Korean girl, like he looked a little terrified, but then he saw the dog and then he knew, okay, good. We're not going to attack him or anything. And so he was very excited also to see the dog. And the dog just was over the moon and was yapping at the Korean girl's father, almost as if she was explaining what was happening and how excited she is to be reunited. And later on, the Korean girl sent me a message saying that her mom is okay and thank you, for our help. And I see this story as a great example how life is our friend. So imagine you live in LA, your mom is coming on a really long flight to visit you. She breaks her ankle on the 31st of December. Obviously, not a great scenario. The complete opposite of what you want. But life is your friend, not because that day was great, but because in this situation, it sent you people and provided you with people that were willing to help. So I think it's a really beautiful example to remember life is our friend. And this being said, I want to wrap up our episode by telling you that choosing thoughts that fight for you and rather than against you is not about using a mantra of someone else. It's about choosing something that makes you feel good. And some people might call it life is my friend. Everything happens for a reason. The universe has my back. God is taking care of me. When one door opens, when the one door closes, the other one opens. So there are so many mantras and beliefs that can be your anchor and that can comfort you. So I really hope that this episode inspired you to either look for one that makes you feel good or to keep coming back to one that already has made you feel good in the past. And please let us know on social media what is your mantra that makes you feel good. And if life is my friend is your new mantra, please also let us know and share it with a friend or a family member that could benefit from it. And we have also really great news. Next Wednesday, we're back with an amazing interview. You will absolutely love it. The conversation was very inspiring and very lots of wisdom and information that you will love. And thanks so much for tuning in.